what is the history of comedy as
You read my mind, Danny. You fucking read my mind. Yeah, because we spoke on the podcast, like, we like to call ourselves cavemen to play on the name, and we talk about, like, when did humans start to laugh, like, and start to be therapeutic? Because it seems like a weird instinct for, you never imagine a caveman laughing unless it's like a comedy cartoon type of situation.
It's such a great, it's so funny because I actually had the exact same question, man. Great minds thinking alike. Because
awesome.
I can't remember what episode it is. It was one of my early episodes. I read a book called The History of Stand-Up, and as luck would have it, I know the guy. His name is Wayne Fetterman, and he is a longtime comedy writer, and he's been doing stand-up in LA and around the country forever. And I reached out and I asked him if he'd be a guest. And because we had some sort of previous encounters, he came on, and his book is so great. I strongly recommend it. It's called The History of Stand-Up. And it's the history of stand-up versus the history of comedy, because when you say caveman, I actually have no doubt that a caveman made another caveman laugh by doing an impression of a woolly mammoth. You know what I mean? Or like, putting a skin on a stick and being like, ooh,
Yeah, you're stepping on shit, like something that's primarily comedic, you know what I mean? There's totally some actions that are just instinctually funny, I feel.
Well, and it's primal. I mean, if you can see dogs play, it's not laughter, obviously. But there's that thing that with their mouth is open and their eyes are open and they're looking at each other and they're bouncing and they're and they're playing and they're pretending to get each other. They're pretending to be surprised and they're stalking, and there's playful humor and jesting, I guess, is maybe a better word.
I think playful was the key word. Yeah. It's like a flow of play, I feel like.
Yeah. And our brains, some of our brains are able to grasp things like irony and juxtaposition, and it makes us laugh. It titillates us. It gives us a little burst of endorphins that are which makes us fall in love. And love is so important for community and for domestic, and not just because it's cute. Your odds of survival go up when people like each other, and even higher when they love each other. It's a real, like, primitive thing. If you want to be a capitalist about it, like, we need to make each other laugh. It makes us stronger.